And thanks for joining us here on Sunrise at 6 o'clock. I'm Alicia Lewis. Let's get right out to the backyard with meteorologist John Ziegler. Another shorts day. It's gorgeous.
Yes, it's
Love
a shorts day. Yes, I remember when I was a kid, if it was 50 degrees, I could wear shorts all day. So you got a couple of weeks of it if you want to go summer attire, because the afternoon's going to be 87. It's going to be hot today. Bus stop forecast. Speaking of it, it will be 61. I think it's a surprising 61 because when you're talking about a high of 87, you're going to rapidly warm. So even by the late bus stop goers, the elementary school kids, 69 degrees at that time. We're at 63 here in the metro, 58 in Brainerd. And take a look at your day today. Temperatures will rapidly warm, 77 by 11. Upper 80s today. No clouds in sight and a little breezy out of the south. Cece?
There, good morning. Happy Thursday. Live look here along 169 southbound at Brooklyn Boulevard. You can see traffic picking up at 6:01. If you're headed southbound from that spot, know that it'll take you about 5 minutes to get to Rockford Road, about 10 minutes to get to 394. Right now, there is a closure there earlier in the morning, but things look great right now. Looking ahead to after 6:15, I'm going to talk about a road closure on 94. You'll want to stick around for that. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. We are following some breaking news in St. Paul. In the last 90 minutes, we've learned at least 2 schools have canceled classes there this morning because of online threats. Let's check in with Michelle Beck right now. Michelle, what can you tell us?
Well, this morning, Hope Community Academy and Community School of Excellence, Leisha, have canceled classes today. As of right now, we are not seeing any cancellations in the St. Paul Public School District. District officials do not believe the threats are credible. The Community School of Excellence writes online they want to ensure everyone's safety. They note police are aware of the threat, but have no further information or guidance pending their own investigation. According to St. Paul Public Schools, the threats are circulating mainly on TikTok and Snapchat, and many of those messages are copies from outside the area. A few hours ago, St. Paul Police told me they also don't think the threats are credible. CSE says police guidance will determine whether the school reopens tomorrow. In 30 minutes, I'll share more from the story with the nationwide context. Alicia.
All right, Michelle, thanks for that update. Turning now to the latest in the deadly Park Tavern crash that happened in St. Louis Park. In just a few hours, friends, family, and loyal Park Tavern customers will say goodbye to longtime waitress Christina Folkerts. Audrey Russo's at Park Tavern right now ahead of a really emotional day. Hey, Audrey.
Hey, Alicia, yeah, that's right. If you drive by the Park Tavern around lunchtime today, you'll notice that the lights are off and the doors are shut. And that is because the restaurant is closing down its lunch service so all the employees can go to the funeral of Christina Folkerts. Folkerts, of course, was the Park Tavern server who was killed earlier this month when a drunk driver plowed into the side of the restaurant. Her visitation is at 10 at the Westwood Lutheran Church with services starting at noon. Christina's obituary describes the 30-year-old mother as an avid photographer, a hard worker. And when I checked about 10 minutes ago, the GoFundMe supporting Christina's family, her children, her husband, has raised nearly all of its $225,000 goal. It now stands at around $217,000. And there's also a GoFundMe for the other person who was killed in this crash, Methodist hospital worker Gabe Harvey. 3 other hospital workers were hurt in the crash, and when I see you next in about 30 minutes, I'll have an update as to how they're doing this morning. But for now, Alicia, I'll send things back to you.
All right, Audrey, thank you. And Stephen Bailey, the driver involved in this deadly Park Tavern crash, now faces 2 counts of third-degree murder on top of his original charges. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office says that the charges were added after investigators were able to watch surveillance video. Bailey's also charged with criminal vehicular homicide. 6:05 on the clock. Developing right now, Francine is losing steam as it moves into the Mississippi, making landfall as a Category 2 hurricane in Louisiana. It is now weakened to a tropical storm. Tens of thousands of people still waking up without power this morning. Several areas are seeing massive flooding, including parts of the New Orleans metro, and evacuation orders remain in effect. All flights were canceled out of New Orleans airport with some additional cancellations this morning. So far, no one has died in the storm. A Minneapolis man will spend more than 30 years in prison for the deadly shooting of Savannah Williams, a member of the Trans and Two-Spirit communities. In the last 24 hours, a Hennepin County judge sentenced Demarion Bible to 30.5 years, the state maximum for intentional second-degree murder. Court documents say Bible admitted to police he shot Savannah in the head after engaging in a sexual act with her. County Attorney Mary Moriarty says the case did not fit the legal standard to be charged as a hate crime, but says that doesn't mean hate was absent that morning. Savannah's sisters spoke on behalf of the family.
For her murderer to make no effort to show 1 ounce of remorse for brutally and viciously murdering my big sister, Savannah didn't deserve to have her life taken.
It is critical that people understand the dangers of following this path.
Savannah's family is planning to hold a one-year memorial event on November 29th. They say all are welcome to attend. This morning, Minneapolis police are being accused of not doing enough in their investigation of an attack at a homeless shelter last week. Jessica Hart talked with Chief Brian O'Hara about the allegations.
Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara says MPD is investigating an alleged assault and attempted break-in at People Serving People St. Anne's Shelter. CEO Huang Murphy says he's upset no arrests have been made, even though they captured the attempted break-in on camera last Thursday. O'Hara says none of the victims came forward that night, and officers were receiving conflicting information.
I'm sorry to people who feel like they have not received adequate service, but at times that's the reality of what we're facing. In order to conduct an arrest, we need a victim. We need to know for certain that we have, the information we have is correct, and we got to be able to sort out conflicting information.
He says police talked with 2 victims on Monday and have stepped up patrols in the area. O'Hara says he anticipates arrests will be made.
Over in St. Paul, the council will vote on a controversial cannabis ordinance as soon as next week. The ordinance would allow cannabis sellers to set up shop. Most places retail stores are allowed, but they wouldn't be allowed within 300 feet of schools or share an entrance with tobacco stores. At a public hearing yesterday, many said the ordinance is not strict enough.
That's less than a city block. Do we really want cannabis businesses in the same block as schools, as treatment facilities? I don't. I hope you won't.
Recreational cannabis sales in Minnesota will start sometime next year.